The recap haiku shall soon commence.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bullywugs attack the proud city of Rasberg. The friends defend well. But one got away, fleeing into the darkness, threatening more grief.
It's 10 years ago, and you are carefully maneuvering along the edge of a cliff face high above the bullywug city of Bolomaya. From this high angle, you can see straight down into the centre of their town, where there's a large, man-made body of water surrounded by crates and fishing supplies. Grumpo looks down with disdain and mutters to himself, "Brr, Bolomaya. The bullywug dive too greedily and too deep. I fear what they may one day awaken."
Maybe it's the man who made that artificial structure. I want a word with him.
Oh my god, they're gonna awaken the bullywug.
What is that fabled creature, Morik, that you speak of?
A giant... Why am I talking like this?
Are you okay, Morik? Morik, are you okay?
I picked up a throat infection in the last cave.
We haven't eaten anything since we gave those rats our cheese.
It's a large, flaming frog of smoke and flame with a whip.
Double flame. That sounds terrible.
Yes.
I think I might know that guy.
Oh, so now you all know each other. But it's racist when we say it.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair enough, okay.
Speaking of racist, Master Dewclaw, why do you hate this place so much?
The bullywugs are an aggressive and violent species of toad-like creatures. They cannot be reasoned with, and they cannot be defeated. There's too many of them.
Like is very much appreciated. How do they feel about fire?
Well, they don't love it.
What about if we kick them all?
Excellent. How would you suggest we respond should we ever face a bullywug foe in the future? And everybody, please take care to remember Grumpo Dewclaw's advice here so that we don't forget it.
Margaret's 50 feet ahead. She's not listening.
Margaret's 50 feet ahead. She doesn't give a fuck about any of this, any of what he has to say.
Whatever, dickheads!
Yeah, she's just eating her bread and cheese and getting on with life. She's shouting back to you guys like, hurry up! Look, I know you're hungry, but that was your own fault.
If you happen to encounter a bullywug, there's only one thing you should do. Run, you fuckers! Back in the present, you are in the saved town of Radsburg. Not a lick of property damage was done.
Oh, thank fuck. That's what matters most.
Mitigated.
Yeah, and no casualties either.
Oh, secondary.
The rats begin to emerge from their houses and they are cheering
Yay.
at your victory.
No, it's nothing. It was something. But to me, it was nothing.
Are they cheering for Margaret too?
Come on.
Yes, they're cheering for all of you.
A little lip quivers.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that she hides it behind the beard.
Comb over.
Mustache comb over.
Comb up.
Over the face. It is very important to me that we establish the well-being of Hazel Junction. Is Hazel okay, emotionally speaking?
Is she still comatose?
Yeah, Hazel Junction slept through the whole thing.
Excellent.
Brilliant. Jump comes stomping over to the gates and pokes his face over the top of it. Are there any particularly hungry rat orphans over here? Because BBBQ is up.
Bring your own bullywug.
It's
BYOBB.
yeah, JBYB.
Yeah.
Passes a leg.
This is a troubling sight, and yet I am accustomed to being around civilizations that undertake practices I do not agree with. Therefore, I shall disassociate myself from these frog-like beings that are now being greedily consumed by these ravenous mouths.
As you see some of the rats go out to
Feast upon the flesh of their enemies.
harvest
The
barbecue bullywug, you can see that the cranium rat, Fleetfoot, Father Dryden, and Sawbones are gathering at the steps of the temple.
The elders.
Not any new characters that we don't recognise.
No. For fairly previously established characters who definitely have voices.
Sarah doesn't want to draw any more art.
And they seem to be in heated discussion.
I feel that now that we have engaged in combat, we might hear out the different sides of this argument. Meta Issa, perhaps we might hear Sawbone's justification as to why there should be peace with the with the bullywugs.
I mean, there might even be just one left now, so we're probably all right.
Unlikely.
What?
Mr. Sawbone, what? I forgot what I was going to ask.
Where am I?
What's going on?
Who are you?
Tell me, Master Sawbone, what is this shed?
Is this the past or the present?
Meanwhile, just two monkeys dancing around you with Molotov cocktails.
Oh yeah, the hour has not passed, so the monkeys are still here.
I assume they're kind of like
Ghost monkeys.
transparenty, like sort of.
Yeah.
They fade away like the armies of the dead in Return of the King.
Yeah.
You promised.
For now, though, they are giving some of the rats little rides. Like just
Yes.
yeah.
That's it. That's it, monkeys. That's it.
Yay.
This is brilliant. Anyway, Morit, what are they saying?
Hey, I'm assuming I'm just going to be translating at the same time as Master Sawbone's telling the story.
Yes.
I want to hear Sarah do the squeaks, and then you do the English. And then you do the squeaks, and then Sarah does more squeaks. That's what I want to hear.
Okay.
For the next 20 minutes, please.
Okay.
You don't actually have to do the squeaks.
So Sawbones turns to you. The bullywugs only attack because we steal from them. I feel like we could set up an agreement with them, maybe a trade of goods or services. And thieving is no way to live. And Fleetfoot shouts him down like, it's the only way to live. What are you talking about?
We're rats.
It's the way that rats have always lived. We take what we can. We scavenge.
Oh, is Metsuisa translating for us?
Interpreting, actually. I just want to make this clear. Interpreting is when you do it spoken and translating is written only. So I just want to make that very clear.
Brilliant.
Because that's a hill I am dying
Is that
on.
Margaret saying that?
Yes.
Yeah. I just want you all to know. Actually.
I just want you all to know, in my spare time, I work as a translator, and everyone goes, oh, that's really cool. Do you get to do it? And you have to go, no, I just translate documents, and then you have to watch their faces fall.
That's so boring.
That is actually very boring.
That's so boring.
I hate you.
Why have you wasted my time?
I'm not joking. That genuinely happens.
Oh no, that's horrible.
I bet.
It's fine. I've got used to it. I now preempt it by going, I'm a translator. I only do written things.
So shut up.
So shut up.
Why are you even talking to me? Go away.
Yeah, it's probably not worth it. I'm going to save you your time. Save you your time. It's not worth it.
Bonjour. I have no fucking idea, mate. Could you write it down for me?
Anyway, Marek is interpreting for you, Blair.
Thank you. Brilliant. I agree with Fleetfoot.
Please express to Fleetfoot that I have forgotten my point.
Sorry.
No, please remind Fleetfoot that it is not the only way that this civilization has received food. And I gesture towards the statue.
Oh, yeah, they could live off
charity.
charity aid. Yeah. That's sustainable.
Only to observe that the act of giving is substantially stronger than the act of taking. And that perhaps your civilization has something that the bullywugs desperately need, such as rat flesh.
Maybe don't translate that last bit.
Maybe not that last bit.
Hey, listen. I don't know if any of you were listening whilst you were fannying around watching me slay all the bullywugs, but one of them sounded really gross. Therefore, I'm pretty sure, almost entirely, that he is evil. And, yeah, I agree with Fleetfoot. Sawbone, you're an idiot. Fleetfoot is Fleetfoot's words. Fleetfoot's words.
But we shan't always be here to defend this civilization from the bullywug attacks.
We could be.
Nope.
Begin construction of houses for us all.
Because I have been dreaming a dream of living underground. And then just an orchestra, a rat orchestra comes in.
Can I hit a jump with my hammer?
Yes,
Everyone
please.
supports
Wait,
us.
can I retcon what spells I take and take silence?
I'm the van man. Catch me if you can. And jump leaps 45 feet.
Then it comes back down again.
Can I cast Scorching Ray on him, please?
Only if you name the ray. So anyway.
In any case.
Some of that happened and some of it didn't.
It's up for you, dear listener, to figure out what's canon and what is not.
Because we don't know.
Margaret and Jump just making tense eye contact for a little while.
And that battle plays out in their head, Sherlock style.
No, Margaret walks over to Jump and touches him, and then we realise that's what could have happened
Oh, Twilight.
if Twilight.
TLDR, Twilight.
Speaking of strange hearts,
Make it relevant.
I want to broker peace here. I feel it would be beneficial for the bullywugs and the Ratsburgians to achieve some level of peace. After all, should we achieve an ultimate victory against the bullywugs, their food source would be depleted.
That is true.
True. That's
Very
practical.
true.
Also, I've just remembered, and I know that Margaret told us to disregard and forget everything that Grandpa Dewclaw ever said, but a piece of his advice has just come to mind, suggesting that we have underestimated them as opponents.
Well, look, I guess you're right. There will be some innocent fools elsewhere who will be looking for our protection, and we can't always go on defending the righteous. Righteous though they are. You're very righteous, Jump says to all of them. I reckon we could broker some peace. I mean, I am naturally charismatic, and the rest of you are okay.
Yeah, that's about fair.
Their recent defeat may make them more amenable to negotiation.
And if not,
Yeah.
I'll just put them on the naughty step.
Yeah, and I can murder them.
No, that's not how the naughty step works, Jump. I've told you before.
It's where naughty things happen. That's why it's called that.
No blurg. Also not.
Sorry, I'm getting
That's Margaret and Joan's naughty step.
No.
Call it the naughty cupboard.
Uh-oh.
History of violence.
Get your fan art in now.
Sorry, I'm getting it mixed up with the evil step.
I've just realised that I think naughty step was something that my parents did and possibly not an entirely universal thing.
Oh, it was
No, is it
featured
universal?
prominently in a British program called Super Nanny, right? So
Oh, did she do
I think it
naughty
was
step
at least-
as well?
She used to do naughty step.
Great.
So,
Well, then everyone who watched naughty Super Nanny and the Naughties will also understand the reference. That's great.
Okay, that's our target audience.
Unless you're talking about the euphemistic term for fucking, in which case, yeah, well, your parents did that.
Yeah, they did.
I didn't know that naughty step.
Just tripping
had
yourself
that.
on a staircase.
Never heard of the naughty step?
Yeah, I don't know your naughty step that you were talking about. As in, I
the
know
fucking-
what I know what Jen's talking about.
Thanks, Nell. Pure, innocent.
International.
I have parents and I refuse to accept the naughty step. Sarah, continue with the story.
I hope all our parents fuck.
You
gotta hope.
can't just throw back to me after.
I'm not going to fucking come in and save your ass.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, this is speaking of which, speaking of all of that, broker in peace, and if not,
Fucking on a staircase.
then murder as a backup, possibly fucking on a staircase.
The cranium rat looks from Fleetfoot to
I
Sawbones.
have misjudged these heroes.
But Sawbones is like, I'm down.
This debate has gone on in our town for years. I think that it would be prudent to settle it now. Why not
The monkeys look at each other.
4 heroes vote? Do we try for peace or do we go to war?
I do reckon that whatever it is, we 4 go first. Just because Morik don't translate this, but we're way bigger than any of them.
I think they know that.
And we're very strong. But
There's one rat in the corner like, what? Looking at himself.
Yeah, Beefy John.
Beefy John looks sad. He built his entire personality on his beefiness.
Beefy John is sad now.
Yeah, there's an incredibly buff rat, the beefiest rat. He goes back to pushing a little rat weight in the
There's 2
corner.
pebbles on a toothpick.
You've got it, Beefy John. I'll spot you.
That's it. That's a spirit. Push it to the limit. But you can tell them the lives of every bread-receiving rat is too precious risk on such a senseless thing as war. And then I turn around and go, yes, war. Flipping love war.
War is never just.
I disagree. Sometimes.
We will broker peace for
I didn't realise it was a
this
hierarchy.
lovely commune.
Commune. Yeah.
Commune.
Wait, this is a commune. I have different feelings now.
I am also in favour of a peace agreement. I agree that violence is never the answer. Stop hitting your sister.
Or you're going on the naughty step. Not that one. It's the other one.
No, not that one. Crucially, not that one.
Although it's confusing because it is the same step.
But I want you to think of the bad things you've done, not the bad things you've done.
that will happen. You bring Joan on the naughty step. That's extra confusing.
No, Joan, don't get confused.
For the love of God. Look, I ain't saying that I'm not going to just roast every single one of them fools when we get there. They did sound really gross. However, it is my duty as a justice-loving friend to accompany you to whatever end we'll inevitably meet. Morik. Put down the mushroom bread, Morik. We've got serious business. What do you think?
Look, I've been contemplating this. I'm in a bit of a pickle here because Morik obviously incites civil war when it comes to the men, right? So, but no, I would say that he is peace loving and but he has incited a war back in Lower Coastburg. So,
Metsa we must end this violence within the community. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and...
That is the true sadness of that haiku, is it could never be finished.
I know. I know.
I thought Nell was about to do the
trying to
next
make a joke
verse.
about Coolio and I can't. I couldn't think of anything to say. Nah, I can't think of a Coolio joke.
You can workshop it.
You do tragedy instead.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
When the feeling has gone and you cannot go on.
It's a tragedy.
It seems like you all unanimously vote in favour of peace.
Well,
Did I vote?
I will aid and abet.
No, don't. If
The peace-loving fools.
Mike, either option is fully valid. Trust me, I'm prepared for you to either go to war
Oh, God.
or for you to try and
Morik.
broker peace. So it is whatever you as a group think is the best way of dealing with this situation.
Shall we rock, paper, scissors for it?
Though I am no stranger to inciting warfare in the borough.
Adorable warfare.
Adorable
Oh, fair.
No.
warfare. I do think that peace is probably the best option. Tell me, is the only reason the bullywugs are attacking Ratsburg because you take from them? Is there anything else?
Are you keeping any secrets from us, you little fucks?
That's the only reason we can think of that they would hunt us.
Do they know you take from them, or
We
have
take
you
a
just
lot.
assumed what?
We take so much from them.
I just wanted to check.
Oh, we do take their firstborns. We do take all their babies.
I have noticed how rotund many members of this civilization are.
You also
I just
see,
wanted to check. Maybe they didn't know you took from them.
You also see that
Coincidental.
the wallpaper of one of the nearby houses is just family photos of bullywugs.
Returning these will be a huge step towards diplomacy.
Are they distant relations?
You look so similar.
Hang on, and Jump looks at one of the foundation pillars of the gate, and it's just a bullywug. I thought it looked familiar.
They dug it up.
Stood there.
It's an elaborate sculpture of a bullywug for sure. It is maybe a religious artifact, like it's taken from a bullywug church. It looks like the Virgin Mary, but a bullywug.
Suddenly, everywhere we look, we can just see bits of, but like this lady, this little rat lady is sweeping with a bullywug's leg or a toe.
Yeah, the scales have fallen from your eyes. And this idyllic little town of Ratsburg, you can see all the materials, all of it. Even like the wood paneling of the houses is like fishing crates.
Knives and forks.
This town is
Every-
not as idyllic as it initially appeared, although it is still fairly adorable.
Every ounce of Ratsburg is repurposed from things taken
Now,
from the bullywug town of Bolomire.
Wait, if they're taking, maybe they're taking stuff that the bullywugs have thrown away though.
One of them say no.
Everything's, there's little labels on stuff being like brand new. Please
This
don't
belongs-
steal, very important.
Yeah, this belongs to Jimmy Bullywug, 5 years old.
I would never throw it away. It's my favourite toy.
There's a price tag on that person's wall.
I'll kill myself if it's stolen. I know I'm 5, but that's how much I love it. Trust me.
And then just a whole big pile of like bullywug insulin or something.
Perhaps perhaps returning some of the more beloved.
There's a rat with bullywug glasses and they're trying to use them, but they're way too big. They're really wide and set far apart.
They got one in each
I've got
glass.
a wicked migraine. Oh.
One rat in each glass. They're just walking down the street sharing them.
Are they both wearing a bullywug suit as well? But it's the same suit.
They're doing a really awful stereotypical portrayal of a bullywug. Just
I'm a bullywug. I sound like this.
and everyone is laughing. Everyone is laughing.
One of them's-
Sorry, Sarah.
You know how against the idea of peace I am unless there's been incredible bloodshed. However, I do think that the way to someone's heart, especially in peace negotiations, I felt, is what can you offer them?
Yes.
I see you produce a lot of mushroom bread, for example. Clearly not enough to sustain your society, but
That is a good idea, Jump. What can they trade? What can they offer?
Let's see what they want,
yeah. Other than violence.
which we are unable to give them unless we invent some form of sport in this civilization.
And we shall call it football.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's just something I've been cooking up.
Something exciting has occurred to me. First of all, where might we find this golden leader?
He's probably returned to Bolomaya, and if we don't act quickly, he may return here with larger forces.
In greater numbers. Then we must find them.
That's true.
And it's with great excitement that I might announce that we may finally be able to utilize one of the feats I have held from the very beginning of this game. My arboreal awetna, my position of privilege, which if it doesn't count amongst a bunch of frogs,
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
All right, Paul, pitch me on it. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I can comport myself in such a way that even though they may be unfamiliar with Clan Wybudza, they will respect the sort of, I don't know, nature of the guy and give him the benefit of the doubt and listen to his offer of peace and will recognize him as a mighty lord. Yeah, as a frog people, we must have some similar customs once removed from before the great migration of these bullywugs into this cave. Could I offer them a better home than a cave?
Maybe they like the cave. They're like, excuse me.
We thrive in the dark.
There are beautiful ponds in this world.
There are probably some lovely ponds in caves. You know, there's that. Or just not in a fucking cave.
They're in best of both worlds, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's wet and dark.
Oh, is this thing underwater, this place we're going to?
No.
Because they're frogs.
Oh, I see.
Will it require me to drink my potion of diminution?
I'm amphibious. I can breathe water. It hasn't come up yet. But let us...
I believe every word
It
of it.
will do. There'll be a whole adventure underwater and it will be great.
Except for me and Jump floating on the surface like,
Face down,
yeah,
dead.
face down dead. Yeah.
And it'd be like, look how I got here. I bet you want to see a movie about this. And then it'll,
Fuck yeah.
go back and Buster Keaton, fantasy Buster Keaton's in it.
As the giant Morok octopus just throws our bodies into the air.
It's a very short film.
What bit of Sunset Boulevard's the octopus supposed to represent? I don't know. It's art, isn't it?
It's the Hollywood system. So,
I do have a thought. Is there just one way to...
Bilge.
there's more than one way to
Bolomir.
charm a
To
bullywug.
Bolomir.
Or are we going to go one way and find the incredible golden
Take him another.
toad and his army? Yeah, exactly. You're going to come down another one while we're gone.
Yeah.
Slap our butts.
What makes sense as a route?
You know that you don't know, but Fleetfoot informs you that there is a direct route that you can take
Okay.
that they would have to take themselves.
Okay,
At the
great.
very least, we get to have a close quarters fight in a tunnel. It's going to go well.
Brilliant.
It's as good a place as any.
Yeah.
To stage a war? I agree. Let's go.
Off to Bolomir.
Okay, so you are decided that the
so.
choice is peace.
Blair changes into his noble gown that he carries with him at all times. Puts a signet ring on.
Does it have a hat?
It does have a hat. It has like a Japanese bailiff style hat. I think if you all think of Mitsuguchi's Sancho the Bailiff, it's that kind of outfit.
Great.
Yep.
Would you like to... I definitely knew it, and I wasn't just trying to gloss over.
Classic film.
Yeah, fully aware. Would you like to take a short rest
Yes,
before
please.
you go?
No. Why would I
All right,
need
fair
a rest
enough.
if there's
let's take
peace?
a vote.
No,
Who
I
wants to
mean,
take a short rest?
Do any of us need to recover any HP? I would get my action surge back, I think.
I think I've only lost 6, so...
So was that a yes or no on a short rest?
No. I mean, I could, obviously it's always beneficial, but do we also need to rush off and, prevent a war?
Yeah.
Then you set off on the road. You are accompanied by the cranium rat, and Fleetfoot.
Fuck yeah.
Good
Can I
stuff.
suggest that definitely Fleetfoot rides in Morik's pocket? Because otherwise we're going to be fucking ages.
Yeah.
I guess rats can run quite quickly, but they'll have to keep running.
Did you say Fleetfoot and
Cranium rat.
Cranium rat.
Cranium Rat?
Mr. Rat.
I wonder if Dryden should join us as the sort of religious authority of his community. Might help communicate any deal we broker to the people. I'm probably overthinking it.
Best
Where
way.
are our ambassadorial aides and
Yeah.
our press team?
Can I have a band of tiny rat musicians playing behind me as the Lord,
As you compose haikus on the go.
as a frog dignitary?
Listen, this is your
5,
peace
6,
talk.
7, 8.
This
Boots,
is your.
scooting, baby, it's driving me crazy.
You can.
Little
Whatever
medieval instruments.
tactic you want to take. So any joke or serious suggestion you have about who joins you and what they be doing is fully valid.
Is there a little rat band?
There could be.
Oh, fuck.
Little rat band. That's pretty cute, to be fair. So, little rat band.
I think a little rat band should follow Blur behind as part of his, everyone should pretend to be part of Blair's entourage. It's just amusing.
Blur could make a roll to see if he can convince us to act as his entourage.
Okay.
I'm already in it. I'm holding you, Cape.
Give me a persuasion roll, Blair, to see if you can get these fools to.
It would be very good.
I didn't need one. I'm already in.
That's only a 12. So I think
Shall I contest it with...
Yeah, I did. And Jump goes, absolutely, sir. What's that? You're a king, you said? I believe it. Because I rolled a fucking natto 1-0.
yay!
My liege, and he kisses your feet.
Oh,
Kisses your weird frog feet.
Oh, okay,
What
roll
did you
for
use?
you paralysed for an hour then.
it's just 1 minute after you stop touching.
Okay, fine. So you'll catch us
I
up.
never stop. The lips never leave.
I rolled an 18 plus...
So
I don't know.
you are
That's
not
pretty good.
persuaded at all to join Blair's entourage.
That's so good. Just
What a surprise.
what?
I'll come... I know, right? I'm not joking.
Just Margaret fucking walking alongside the entourage with her arms folded.
No, I'm in favour of a peace treaty, but I'm not fucking doing this.
Not in favour of a shambles.
No. I just think it's probably better if I look a bit more, maybe independent to you lot, whatever weird shit's going on.
An
How dare you,
adjudicator.
woman?
I own also a noble.
This will be perfect, seeing as the bullywugs, if they have observed Ratsburg, they will have no inclination that you are in any way on their side.
True, an independent mediator, whoever you are. Jump did roll a natto 1-0, so yeah. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. And he goes, kiss your feet.
1 minute later, we have...
Okay.
No, I rolled a 16.
Oh, great.
okay.
So,
Constitution. My lips are sturdy.
Yay.
yeah, leaving Ratsburg.
Does it just make them tingle and swell up a little bit and you just look a bit hotter?
Like hotter as in...
That's how that works.
Like just a little bit like
pouch.
sexier.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little pound.
There's nothing sexier than someone having an allergic reaction to something.
Is that anaphylaxis, or you just... Actually, are you going into shock?
Really
Do
sexy.
you need an ambulance?
Let me just take some selfies first.
So,
Sorry, sir.
your entourage is a tiny band of rats playing brass instruments.
A brass version of Tragedy by...
The cranium rat,
yeah.
Fleetfoot, and Father Dryden. Sawbones chooses to stay behind. Peace is the main objective, but they're just too old to travel this road.
I'm glad they support it.
He was peace from day one. Before it was cool, mate.
He's going to work with the people, the rats, to get them on board.
I
Yeah.
have just pulled up a list of step songs to see which one sounds most like a peace
Christ.
anthem. There's not a lot of candidates.
So,
Great. Well, we'll
better best forgotten. That sounds, like grievances.
Sarah, you can spend the time thinking about what the instruments they're playing are fashioned from, taken from the from Bullywug,
Oh,
like old
Yeah.
toothpicks and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I see. Like, the
Yeah,
junk.
you see something.
flop.
Yeah.
some of it's
It's a
like
Bollywood
plumbing
ribcage.
equipment. It's like piping.
Oh yeah.
have we brought back the family pictures at the very least as a peace offering? We will fix that particular rat's interior decor when we return.
So you make the trek. I'd say it is about an hour or so of walking through these caves, but the rats lead the
Monkey's
way.
gone.
They are clearly well versed in the directions of the caverns and know the way to Bollamire.
I guess they would.
Soon enough, you enter into perhaps the biggest chamber you've come across yet. In the past, you saw this city from above, but this is your first time seeing it head on. The room slopes downwards until you're met with a large stone wall that spreads from one side of the cavern to the other. Behind it, you can make out some bullywug buildings, which are mostly oppressive-looking stone structures. Upon the wall itself stands an array of bullywug archers, and standing centrally upon the portcullis, you can see the yellow frog, who turns and makes note of your arrival.
Hello.
Greetings.
Mr. Frog.
Maybe we should let Blurg go first.
Should we push the little rat band forward to do a fanfare?
Yeah.
Forgive me, my liege. Kowtow. Kowtow's a fuck.
Your enthusiasm is just one of your many admirable attributes. I should have composed some sort of haiku
go on.
take as an
30
introduction.
seconds.
Improv it, mate.
What's the name of the town? again?
Bolomaya.
Bolomaya. People of Bolomaya.
It takes a lot of syllables to say Bolomaya, doesn't it?
It does take a lot of them. Bolomaya people.
Folk of Bolomaya?
I am Blur of Clan. Why Bird, sir?
This is going well.
Let us talk, please.
The archers
They must respect.
on the parapets draw their arrows, but they do not fire.
A demonstration of our people's legendary archery abilities. I too can do this, but won't, for fear of escalation.
Please, sirs. Jump runs in front and just goes, please, if you will shoot anyone, it has to be me, for I am a lowly page, I think. Whereas he is the noble lord of the Clan White Butter, here to broker peace. And then he goes to bare his chest by tearing through his armor, but doesn't realise he can't do that and just stands there.
Your passion for my position of privilege is truly wonderful to have occurred at this stage in our dynamic. But I must remind you, sir, that we both jump just as high as each other.
Truly a prince. I then roll persuasion. No, that's an 8.
Self-persuading?
My impassioned plea.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right,
with the
on them.
bullywugs, yeah. And I got an 8,
okay.
which is good, actually. It's evens. Evens is good and odds is bad for persuasion rolls.
Okay, well, stepping past jumps, so arrow-riddled corpse. I would like to continue.
Bye, everyone.
You see an arrow flies at Jum's feet. But it doesn't feel like it was an intentional shot. You see just that one of the bullywug archers let loose prematurely, and the yellow captain turns to him sternly, then looks back at you, and then disappears from the portcullis.
Toad Captain, please, we must entreat with each other. I believe that we may spare both peoples a tremendous amount of pain.
After a few minutes, you see the gate start to raise, and a dozen pikemen start marching out towards you.
I keep my hands in here, like I just don't care. But I do care.
You care about it a lot.
Like I just do care.
I care.
They march up the hill to you and then start spreading out lengthways,
Hot.
single file, until they split. And then at the back of the procession is the captain who stands before you.
That's a cool. That's a cool entrance.
Does he have a mount? I thought he'd be riding a cow or something.
A cat?
Got one down here.
Just one cat.
Yeah. I don't know. I was trying to think of what would be size appropriate for them to ride.
They're not.
Oh, I thought you said a cow. I'm like, I say how?
No, cow's fine. Yeah. How? A cow?
How cow?
A cow? How? Sir, may I please entreat you for your name?
My name? My name is Captain Root.
Captain Root, you seem like a reasonable toad. Let us negotiate as amphibian to amphibian.
Now,
Do you have a nearby pond we might both dwell in whilst we chat?
well, we've got an infamous man-made lake in the centre of our town.
Perhaps we might go there to discuss and hopefully arrive at a peace treaty. A very damp one.
Well, why would I let you, and more importantly him,
And he's pointing at Morik.
I smile.
And then them.
And now he's pointing at the rats.
This tall guy, he set me on fire. And these little fuckers, they steal everything from us.
Little fuckers.
Why would I let you and them into our town? It feels like a trap.
I understand. Perhaps you're right. Let us continue to discuss these matters here in the eyes of your mighty soldiers and my jump.
Hello.
And also me.
This guy I like, honestly, though. He's got a good energy. Subservient, I like it.
1 2 1 2. You haven't heard this one?
Captain Root, perhaps you are correct that much has been done in the past hour in self-defense, but nevertheless, we were zealous in our defense of Ratsburg. I understand your grievances against the fine people there. They have indeed been stealing, sometimes inappropriately so, many items from many possessions
Give
from
him the
your
photos.
people. We would like to make amends, and I hand over the photos.
He looks down at them. He goes,
Grandpappy. I thought I'd never see you again.
There you go. We sorted that out. So how about in return you give us a peace treaty?
Captain Root, have your people ever known desperation and hunger?
No. We are always the dominant species of these caves. Many people have tread in here. Clammy Slapper, Grumpo Dewclaw, and we fought all of them away.
You have tangled with Master Dewclaw.
That cat.
Well, tell us about that, please. I'd like to hear about it.
He ran away before we could even lick him with our mighty tongues.
He does hate that. I have discovered myself.
During one misjudged evening around the campfire after everyone else had gone to bed.
I misread the signs.
And we partook in a mutual exchange of toxins.
Perhaps then I might remind you of your experience that will be similar to mine of your spawning. When teeming tadpoles would survive only by chance, and dragonfly larva and hard-shelled water beetle would be the instruments of our fate. A lottery of nature, ruthless and unsentimental, as we desperately strove for survival amidst hungry, clamping jaws. Remember this formative experience for all frog people. This has been very much the reality for our dear rat friends.
It's not one-to-one, for sure. We don't deal with dragonflies, but we do deal with burrow beetles, and I can see the similarities in our tales. I like you. I made the right choice not to riddle you with arrows.
I believe you did.
But that's still on the table, believe you me, boy.
I am comfortable with this. Many of my closest companions regularly entertain the thoughts of murdering me, and it adds spice to a relationship.
No, you're misreading the signs again, Blurg.
Oh, shit.
Not that naughty step.
Perhaps then, there may be some arrangement between these two peoples. Is there anything that you would request or require, or that the people of Ratsburg would be able to assist you in doing?
He looks back at Bolomire and he claps his moist little frog hands together, making a sort of nasty little wet slap
I'm
noise.
familiar with the sound.
And you see more pikemen coming out of the gate, but this time they seem to be carrying a table and chairs.
Ooh!
And they place it down in the centre.
How many chairs?
Yeah.
Just 2 chairs.
Margaret goes to sit.
Woman, please.
My knees.
Remember your position.
Yeah, I do. That's why I'm sitting.
I'm so sorry about this, sir.
Captain Root sits opposite you and goes,
So you're the one that I'll be negotiating
Blur climbs
with.
into Margaret's
I
lap.
thought I had a good thing going with the grunt.
Blur climbs into Margaret's lap. Thank you, mighty chair cushion.
Throne giver.
We may continue our talks from this elevated position.
She's like, you know what? As long as I get to sit down, I don't care.
Bloody hell.
Oh, that's better. Could someone get me a tub of hot water for my feet?
We also enjoy tubs of water, not necessarily hot. Brings back bad memories. In terms of what might be offered to you by the people of Ratsburg, they have in their possession fine tailor shops. Why, I have an example of their craft right here.
No.
Now, you definitely took the worst of the two tailorings in you.
Yeah. Maybe jump.
Jump, still kowtowing, face on the ground. And it just whips his out and holds it up.
Yes, here.
Please, sir,
But
it is now
also
yours.
here. No, not really. What was the monogram? BG.
BG
As you can
or
see,
EE.
it's as you can see, it says in a roughly approximate rat language to common, BG or bullywug general. A gift from their people to yours.
Smooth.
They didn't know your rank.
I like this a lot. I was a general back in the Bullywug Wars.
Clearly vicious conflict.
Now I'm just a captain of the guard.
Oh, what happened?
You are empowered to negotiate on behalf of all the people of Bolomire.
No gods, no kings, only Captain Root.
Oh, okay, great.
That sounds promising.
Yes.
It is only one heart and mind we must win.
I'm all for a dictatorship if it hurries this process along.
To be fair, we did not discover the nature of the politics of Ratsburg.
Yeah, and you hear one of the pikemen go, actually, we voted for him. It was a fair election.
Even better.
Quiet, you. Oh, I'll give you. Oh, you scamp.
Stop telling them how fair our political system is. Do you know you're not allowed to accept money from any bankers or
Next, you'll be
people
telling
with
them about
vested
our
interest.
free healthcare and free university
Stop it,
education.
Clarence. Stop telling them the secret.
And then Fleetfoot goes, you see, they're evil.
They're going to undermine our values.
Our free market ideologies.
This is an increasingly complicated economic reality facing the dwellers of this cave.
Thankfully, if Fleetfoot does voice his objections, only Morik understands.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you say, Morik?
He said, great.
Fully expected Morik to just quite earnestly still translate, not realising.
Brilliant, then we're all agreed.
Perhaps we are closer to brokering some sort of sustainable relationship between the people of Ratsburg and I'm going to keep thinking Boromir.
Bolomire.
Close enough.
Boromir. Sorry, I'm going to write it down like a not idiot.
One's
Just like
a oppressive underground city, and the other is Sean Bean.
And ne'er the twain shall meet.
There is a building that you think does look a bit Sean Beanie, but it's not.
It's just a trick of the light.
It's just the angles.
But then you wonder what the fuck that thought just meant.
What is a Sean Beanie?
Did everybody think that?
It's an architectural style in the Verdant Uplands.
It's all over the place. To be honest, they did a lot of it in the 70s. Now it's it hasn't aged very well.
No,
It's also the name of a cocktail in Asimar land.
the Sean Beanie.
The Sean Beanie.
Sean Beanie. Do you set it on fire?
We're building rich lore today, gang.
Brick on brick.
Where were we? What were we doing?
Peace.
Peace.
What are we up to? We're all talking common, right?
Yes, yeah.
What manner of peace would you accept? Though I can't speak wrong.
For starters, they stop stealing from us.
Okay.
This should be acceptable so long as we're able to negotiate some form of exchange of food. They are only able to grow whatever it is they grow on that farm.
Mushrooms.
They have much in the way of mushroom, but mushrooms are, I believe, genuinely somewhat low in nutrient. I think that's true.
It depends how much sunlight they see.
And Morris waves his baggy.
Well done. Guessing not much.
I do believe Morik might be hooking them up with a new strain of mushroom to start growing, though. So
Shit's gonna get weird, son.
maybe that would be of more interest.
They have a great deal of vitamin B, but are in dire need of protein.
That is a new vitamin I've just come up with. Vitamin bleh.
We have no need for mushrooms here.
Oh, what do you have need of here?
Not rats.
We could use labor.
Tiny, industrious hands. if well rewarded, could lead to a successful relationship.
What are your labour policies like?
Well,
Are they
we've got many well-established unions here.
Excellent.
Excellent. So long as the rats are able to have some say in the manner of production, I think this could be a winning combination.
It seems to be enough of a fix.
Do you have an ombudsman?
We'll get our people to talk to your people. Pull an all-nighter to nail out the details. I think we've sorted it. Shall we go?
We can order in tabaxi food. It will be great.
What's significant about tabaxi food?
I don't know. I was just trying to.
Think of an analogy.
You order takeout. You order like Chinese.
Yeah.
But
No, I thought...
there's no
we'll get to back soon.
There's no analog
What
there.
are-
It's just the first thing that. Okay, we order Kenku food. Whatever.
What are the tabaxi again?
Yeah,
They're the cat
Cats.
people, so I imagine it's quite
Raw
fish
meat.
Cat people, so
based.
yeah, dead sparrows.
Yeah.
A vole that you have no idea where the fuck it came from.
You don't even know what it is. You're like, is this a rat? Is this oh, it goes down very badly. Let's not get into Baxi food.
Where did you get this?
Yeah, brilliant. Look, Jump has no say in this. This is your wonderful scene, Paul. You're doing amazing work.
Yeah. Keep
Maybe we
negotiating.
should.
I start to jiggle out of habit. I start to jiggle blurg on my knee.
This is very good. This is a weird power move. I like it.
She's sort of absent-minded.
Blur is maintaining very hard eye contact with Captain Root.
As he's bounced up and down.
Are you soothed at the same time, though?
Yes, I'm very relaxed. I'm very relaxed. Now, we should return to the people of... Well, we should turn our attention to the people of Ratsburg who have joined me here to see if this relationship would be of mutual interest. The people of Bolomir are offering...
Maya.
Bolomir, sorry. Right, put it in your name. The people of Bolomir are offering jobs and work in return for a hard day's wages in terms of food.
Father Dryden turns to Cranium Rat and says, that seems very fair. That seems like, honestly, a very good offer considering how much we've taken from them already. But Fleetfoot turns to Cranium Rat and goes,
Never. We'll never work for them. Never in a billion years would we bow down to these toads.
Fleetfoot's attitude is hostile, and yet, possibly, a positive influence on the relationship. After all, every friendship must come with a degree of skepticism.
Degree of hatred.
Yes.
As my friends here have shown me.
Perhaps Fleetfoot could be offered some sort of cushy government role
To bring him on board.
to bring him on board and to help ensure the well-being of the rats is jealously guarded.
Just give him a pointless role, like head of media or, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just,
Vice president.
Vice president.
Something where he doesn't have to know fucking shit about what he's doing. Downstream it. What do you think, Mighty Fleetfoot?
Fleetfoot.
I think the day that I work alongside the bullywugs will be the day I die.
and he jumps off of Morik's shoulder onto the table and starts pounding towards Captain Root.
Oh God, what do we do?
How much does a rat weigh?
Yeah.
Can I cast command?
Oh no.
yeah, good.
Yeah, let's steal its will.
Can I just grab his
Yeah.
tail before he gets very far?
That would be fucking adorable.
You can do anything you want to stop Fleetfoot.
I like all three of these options.
You've got 3 good options to stop him before he tries to stab Captain
God, I
Root.
don't know which. Maybe Morik, a combination.
Go on, Morik, you're closest to him.
Morik
You
could just
start.
like pinch his tail and he's just like running whilst not getting
Yeah,
anywhere.
that's
whilst-
very cute.
And then Jump can cast command on him.
What kind of skill is this? Dexterity?
Sleight of hand?
This feels like a dexterity check. Yeah, sleight of hand, or which is,
Stonework?
uses your dexterity.
Done.
Elegant stonework.
15?
A 15 does do it. Yes. You grab him by the tail, and now he's just swinging back and forth with a sword between his teeth.
Blur just looking wide-eyed at this as it happens just in front of him, still jiggling up and down.
Now, still have an idea. I still want to cast command and say,
Yeah.
empathize.
Ooh! I thought you were going to say obey or something.
Explode.
Stop being a dick.
So
Wait,
he
can you not
rolls-
explode at
He
will?
rolls a wisdom check against a command.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, he does roll a natural 17.
Oh, that's
Ouch.
better than...
I refuse to empathize.
Oh, please.
Yeah, empathy just feels like it's not an option for this old rat. He's too old to consider other people's feelings.
He has stopped spewing fire, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
Phew.
That would be amazing, though. If Margaret had managed to fuck this up.
As he's spinning back and forth, he turns to Margaret and he's like, Bread Devourer, give me the firepower again. I must end this.
She's just turned Blurg round and started she got him over his shoulder, patting his back. Now.
Oh dear.
It's not the time.
Please. Please, Fleetwood. Yes, Mesa Ethan, please.
Fleetwood.
Should I walk away from the group?
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac.
Should I walk away with Fleetfoot and distance him from the group like a child to try and get him to calm down?
Slip him a mushroom.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh no, slipping a mind-altering
Going to
mushroom.
introduce the concept of microdosing to you,
Master
and you alone.
Fleetfoot, maybe it is time to step aside and let the young rats broker peace. You goddamn boomer.
I don't say that because that won't make any sense.
This is
to
such
the
a
rat.
beautiful arc for Morik, from inciting animal warfare to trying to...
Shaming the old.
No, I feel bad. Cut all of that. I don't want to shame him. I'll just
The
walk
old
away.
need to be shamed.
He came in such an inspirational thing
Can
there.
I just put him into my pocket and then hold my pocket closed?
Yes, you 100% can
Let's
do
treat
that.
him with dignity.
Excuse me. I feel like Morik probably wears natural fabric
Very
and it's
breathable,
probably
yeah.
breathable.
It's true.
I won't do that either.
It's probably stinky
Trying
too.
to kill me, eh? Oh, wait, this is gingham.
Morik is just going to stand there. He doesn't know what to do now, so he's just going to hold onto his tail. And there we go. Someone else doesn't do it. You do a thing. Jump. Do you?
Oh, I tried.
Yeah, but do it again.
He goes, empathise, he says again, but it doesn't echo or anything. It doesn't work. Damn, I wish I could just keep casting that again and again. I can.
Father Dryden looks to the cranium rat and goes, Do you think that rats like Fleetfoot are stuck in their ways? We can move forward. We can build a better world for ourselves and our children. Not my children, I'm celibate, of course.
Really old.
Of course.
That's not what I've heard. Comes from the pocket. Shut up, you.
Terribly virile, though, I assure you. I could have them if I wanted to.
Never had any
I
complaints.
could have had 75. All of them strapping young lads.
Wait, then right, 75's not that many.
He's getting out of hand.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Pin him down. He's getting excited.
Oh no, he's old too. Quick.
Some hearts.
It was a different time, he said.
Sorry, Sarah. we took your NPC.
Some hearts are slow to change, but I believe the peace here will offer a beautiful future for both of these civilizations. And in time, they will come to see that the actions taken here were the best for both. We're going to pass back through this town and just find out that the rats fucking murdered these bullywugs. It's going to be some
all the reverse.
This is going to be some Fallout 3 10-penny tower bullshit right here. It's just going to be merciless.
Captain Root reaches his hand across the table to you, Blow.
Okay. Wearing... oh, he's a frog too. Okay, yes, I shake. Yeah.
Yeah. And you clasp hands and shake, and he goes,
I never thought I'd see the day that we brokered peace with the rats. You are a remarkable negotiator. We need to drink on this now.
I agree.
Well, that sounds good.
Oh.
Come, you are all now very welcome in Bullywug.
Oh, lovely.
Yay.
Brilliant.
and as the pikemen come to collect the table,
Oh, God.
you
Take our order.
hear the sound of exploding water from behind the walls of Bollemire.
Got to assume that's normal. I'll have a Manhattan, thank you.
Sean Beanie for me.
The archers that were stood on the wall pointing their bows at you turn, and you see one of them just suddenly disappear from the wall with a confused ribbit.
Oh, no. What's going on?
Do a confused ribbit?
Look at us.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
All of a sudden, this missing bullywug is hurled full force through the air.
Oh, please be a third
before
party.
hitting the cavern wall with a sickening crunch. The troops in the battlements start to scatter in disarray before suddenly the wall explodes with a concussion of force.
What's going on?
Can you please make a dexterity check for me?
Oh, I hope this is a third party and not like, what was his name? Buff Brad from the other chapter.
You will recognise me.
Who's a little one now?
Natto 20.
Fantastic.
Nice. 16.
13 for Mark.
21.
Wow, you all evade with great expertise as chunks of wall come flying down around you. Morik, you are the chauffeur of rats, so the cranium rat and Father Dryden are also safe as you maneuver.
For a Natto 20.
Captain Root. Oh, Root.
I was just going to say, for a Natto 20.
Captain Root.
Oh no, Root.
Can I dive and throw Root out the way?
You can, because Captain Root rolled a natural 1.
Oh, fuck.
Natural 20 saves a natural 1.
Yeah, but you do take some damage as the debris hits you in your back.
I'm starting
3
to
damage.
wonder whether Sarah asked us whether we wanted a short rest for a reason.
Nah, don't think so. What? Organised Sarah?
What's gonna happen?
As the dust clears, you can finally see what it is that has caused the commotion.
Grumpo,
There, in front of you, stands a creature as big as an elephant, bipedal with 4 long tentacles, a fang-filled maw, and an eye stalk with 3 bulbous eyes.
The hell?
Cthulhu?
The Froghemoth has entered the battle.
Oh my god.
Oh, that Froghemoth's an interesting character, I tells ya. I wonder what their turn-offs are. Asking for a friend called next time on Quest Fantastic, who are Jen Blundell as Margaret Battlehammer, Nell Heald as Morik, Paul Salt as Black, Paul Goodman as Jump Fundenden, and Sarah Keep as everyone else. Music and editing by me, and additional sound effects credited in the description. By me, we're more excited than a rampaging Balrog-esque to drop the resolution to the Ratsburg saga, and it's people like you who make it all worthwhile. So once again, thank you Grumpo Dewclaw to everyone who's gotten in touch to say they love the show, because it really does make a difference. If you'd like to support us, as we will hopefully support the Bullywugs, now we love them, we have a Patreon where for as little as $1 a month, you get sweet rampaging access to every single bonus episode of GabQuest, our fortnightly talkback show that gets personal, weird, and grammar-based, and in August, a one-shot fiasco, which we can't wait to share with you. And as ever, if money is tight or you just want to enjoy the main show, we totally get it, and thank you for everything, Grumpo Dewclaw, to you too. But you can still help us out Big Willy style. If you love the show, you really can make a difference by leaving us a review, where the more we get, the more we're seen. By sharing us on social media, where we need everything we can get to stand out in the largest bazaar of identical stalls in the universe. By telling meat friends in the real space. By cultivating an interesting little topiary of greens and fungi on your face that spell out the name Dusty Books. But first of all, subscribing on your favourite podcatcher and having those episodes download right heckin' now like the Justicist loving friend that you are. Jen and Sarah host the Queer Actual Play podcast, Roll Plus Heart. Paul Salt is film critic for Screen Mayhem, hosts the podcast Jen and the Film Critic with the whiskey burning in my throat, the fire flaming in my heart, the annoying sound of someone going in the library in my head. Jen Blundell, and the One Good Thing podcast with me. See you next time on this show that we call Quest Fantastic. Bye!
Roll and Tell is an actual play podcast with 2 players and no game master.
A podcast where the adventure isn't prepared in advance, but created as you listen.
Every character.
I'm gonna get a quirk for them as well. They're chronically ill. Friends, it is I. Every danger, you see a massive skeletal salamander.
What is it that you seek?
Even the worlds we explore
are made entirely at random.
The place of the noun, I love that template. The ring of the hand, you'd never want to leave. Massive fields of grains waving in the wind and rolling hills as far as you could see. And the story itself is improvised at the roll of the dice.
So, join us as we roll and tell.